This is the Harbour Gets AFL show. My name's Nick Rynne, joined by Xavier Ellis and Ryan Daniels. It's the mailbag for round 19.
Yes, and this episode is brought to you by Woodside Energy, a proud major sponsor of the mighty Fremantle Football Club, supporting local footy from grassroots to greatness. All right, let's get straight into it. Now, I will say off the top, there were a number of Josh Worrell-related questions, which we are told by Josh
I actually didn't see them.
He has cut out because we don't need to put him in because Nick did a whole Josh Worrell segment yesterday.
Yeah.
Coincidence?
Total.
Mate,
you're
everybody's
reading,
we're on the same train as everybody else.
You're reading the questions. Okay, Rod.
No, I'm just out with the people more than you guys, hearing things.
Rod, what should West Coast do and why is it burn it to the fucking ground? It's pretty bad.
What should West Coast
done
do? No, they haven't done it.
Haven't done what?
Burnt it to the ground. No.
What else is there to go?
No, they've moved backwards on picks. They've brought in average to... Yeah, I wrote in my column this week, how many Eagles players, so 18 premiership players played for Brisbane on the weekend from their premiership side. How many West Coast players from that team on the weekend would play in Brisbane's side this week?
How many West Coast players from the weekend?
Well, Harley gets a game.
Yep.
Harley
I
gets
said
a game.
Harley. And not in significant positions. I wrote...
Do you mean the players on the list or
No,
players?
they played on the other night.
Nah, none. That's it.
Liam Baker?
So I wrote two.
Oh, Liam Baker.
I wrote two.
Yeah,
two players. Like, that is... So 20 of those players are walk-up starts against one team. It is so dire.
It's
but
pretty
there's
bad.
2 players to 20 in that if you do it like that.
It's pretty bad. I saw the debate about priority picks again and everyone's saying, oh, well, they got themselves into this mess. Can we just be clear that everyone who gets a priority pick got themselves into the mess? Like, no one just accidentally
happen.
falls into the mess.
If Jagger Smith comes out and he becomes an all-time star, I'll quit working. I can't watch the footy.
Imagine if Adelaide...
Who excites you?
Imagine if GWS had said yes to West Coast about Dan Curtin, and they never could have done that Liam Baker trade.
That was them trying to get
They
that
would have
pick.
got Baker anyway, some other way, because
They
he wanted
needed to play hardball, and I'm sick of the people going, no, you got to be nice to the managers. No, you don't. Anyway.
Saxon, what would be the line for current West Coast against 2011 Gold Coast?
1.5.
$1.90 each, I reckon.
What was 2011 Gold Coast?
Abysmal.
Were they?
God awful.
Yeah, right.
I
Okay.
think that was their first year, wasn't it?
Nah, that was, I think Garrett...
Was Gary Ablett on the
left
team?
by that stage?
Was it? Have they been around that long?
No.
When was their first year?
Yeah,
No.
Gary, 2011 was their first year, because Gary missed the grand final.
Then I would give Gold Coast probably a 25-point head
Yeah,
start.
Gold Coast to win.
The other way, sorry.
Gary's
Gold Coast are winning.
Yeah, the other way.
Just because of Gary.
Just 'cause of
Gary's
Gary
playing.
Ablett.
Gary's just winning.
Gary
the
Ablett
game.
is 19 times better than anyone.
Yeah, no,
at
I
West
agree.
Coast.
If Gary's out there, it's Gary.
And they had a couple of experienced players. The 5 experienced players would be better
Stephen
than
May.
us.
Running over some numbers the other day for the rub, and video game stats was the thing. And Daisy had this game where he had this unbelievable game against the Suns. They won by 97, the Pies.
Yeah.
Ablett got the 3 votes because he had 53 touches.
Oh, right, okay.
3 votes, 97 points.
That Gaz is unbelievable.
Todd, I'm curious what you think of the idea that Richmond have gone past the Eagles in the rebuild. Yes, they're clearly better now, but it's the seniors that are doing the heavy lifting. Whereas the less said about our senior players, the better. Am I onto something here or just huffing copium?
Copium, whatever that is. But no, Richmond have gone past.
I will say their
Miles past.
senior players, Richmond, were very good the other night. Taranto was good, Nankervis, Vlosten, Broad, Hopper. Like, those guys were such professional players out there. West Coast don't have enough of them. And it's because their older guys just dropped off a cliff real hard.
And there
They've had
wasn't
a lot of
anyone
injuries
else.
as well.
So-
and there was nothing coming through in the middle.
Nothing. But
Like, Taranto's
also,
not an older player. They got Taranto
thinking they're still
because
around
they
him.
were still good.
But like also, just with some of the contracts at West Coast, what is wrong with giving 1-year contracts with triggers?
Yeah, I know.
Like, Hutchinson's got a 4-year contract.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, Love Yowie, 3. He was even
Yeah.
surprised.
TK,
Kelly
2.
too.
Duggo,
4.
Got 4.
Like, what's wrong with giving, hey, here's 1 year, and if you play 12 games, we'll give you another year. Like, what is wrong with that stuff when you're in the bottom of the ladder?
Stefan, hey guys, no question. I've never sat through a game like I did last night, devoid of any emotion. That f***ing sucked, but I'll never stop watching. Go Eagles, XO.
I do like the loyal fans who still go, I'll still be there.
I mean, how many sporting teams around the world could be as abysmal as West Coast have for 4 years and still get 40,000 people turn up?
Yeah.
It's remarkable, isn't it?
Remarkable.
There'll be sporting franchises around the world that would murder people for that.
Yeah.
Like, it's remarkable. Tom, noting there's a lot of Eagles here. Noting McQualter talking about adding help this weekend for Reid, are the Eagles better off going another top-tier younger mid to take some attention and pressure off Harley, or are they better to get a senior body to protect him?
No.
Any idea who that could be for the second option? Flanders, Casnelio, Warple could be options.
That's why they got Jack Graham, basically.
Well, that's
wasn't
what
it?
Jack Graham's
They need a
for.
better version
But
of
they
Jack
need-
Graham.
And Elliot
Yeah, but you
Yeo.
can't. But don't give up anything.
Well,
for
Elliot
it.
Yeo.
No.
If Harley lines up next year next to Elliot Yeo and Jack Graham in the midfield with a bit of Elijah Hewitt,
Yeah.
it's a stronger box.
So just quickly, imagine driving the game, and I said I think yesterday or today, whatever it was, driving the game, I was not excited. I was excited to watch one player on that list. Can you imagine if Jagger Smith was playing, and can you imagine if next year Dersma was out there?
Yeah, I like when
and-
Hewitt's out there. Hewitt's a
but
good player.
the jury's still out though. The jury's still out.
I got a few more tickets on Hewitt.
I've got tickets, but if it ended, I'd be like, well,
Yeah, true.
if
And
Harley,
Shanahan.
like you convinced Harley, rock and rolls.
Yeah.
Mitchell,
that's it.
Hey guys, can someone let Ryan know that the Eagles have won one game? The way he talks about them in comparison to the other shit teams like Richmond, North, Essendon, etc., you'd swear they're in the eight.
Yeah.
Every week he trashes Richmond and Essendon and starts listing positives for West Coast and says they're a chance to win. Hold on, there's more. To top it off, he comes out with the dead set worst call from anyone in football maybe this century when he said if Jack Graham plays, the Eagles are a certainty to beat Richmond. They could have prime Chris Judd out there and there'd be no better than a 50-50 chance against anyone. I didn't say there would be a certainty. I just said the game would be closer. Like they could. I think they
No,
could win
because
if Jack Graham was playing.
my DMs went in and I didn't understand the reference, but now it clicks. People said, "Oh bugger, I guess I missed that Jack Graham wasn't playing."
Okay, may have gone a bit hard on Jack Graham. Look, maybe it's because I've spent the last 4 years living in this shit and trying to swim through it.
Well, you were positive and I was negative on
I'm-
Saturday at the game.
I'm a glass half full operator.
How
It has
empty
been
was I?
very hard to find anything in the glass.
How empty was my glass on Saturday when you saw?
You threw the glass at the wall.
I
It
did.
was-
I got my bottom lip was.
You were sulking.
You were pumped and like another day. Oh, the opportunity to see the footy, and I was like,
Yeah,
the footy.
I did. I came in. I was like, it's a game of footy. How good is it?
Oh, mate.
what we do for a
I didn't
living.
even talk. I just put my head down and walked into the box.
Could be digging a ditch.
Rebel. This will be good. This is Luke.
Hey guys, Luke here. Just wondering, what were your guys' opinion on Jordan Sweet being the first player in the AFL this year to score 200 in Supercoach? Very well deserved. I think he'll get the 3 Brownlow votes, and I think Justin Longmuir is getting ready to offer him a 7-year deal to join Darcy and Jackson to have the triple ruck combo. Let me know your thoughts.
Well, I love that we've got a ruckman on a person on ruck
Well,
audits.
I love that yesterday when we talked about Sweet, we knew that Luke was going to.
He was coming.
We already knew.
we
and
knew he was coming.
we knew.
But just quickly on the ruck stuff.
They didn't even win.
No, they didn't win, and he scored more points again than Heaney's 35, 13 clearances, 5 goals.
They got to change the system.
It's deplorable.
Whatever the scoring system is, it's wrong.
In terms of importance on a football field, like rucks, I'm not even using my pen to pick them up. They give away way too many free kicks at stoppages. They think their craft. There's the correlation between hits to advantage and goals is nearly zip. And I tell you what is hard when you give away a free kick. That's a real advantage.
On the Broden Kelly podcast, listened to this morning, they're talking to a girl from the ABC, like Freo, talking about the 2 rucks. She said, what people don't realise is the Josh Tracy rucks, Pat Voss rucks. We're actually running a 4 ruck combination.
They got the
People, we got them all fooled.
Yeah. Let's go to Hayden. How much more crap can us North fans deal with? I am writing this as Sydney is walking away with this in the last quarter. We don't deserve to get smashed, but yet again, we will. The same shit week in, week out happens. Same senior players butchering the footy, mid-switching off and allowing the opposition to waltz through the guts, all whilst missing sitters in front of goal. Can you provide any positives for us hard-ons to keep afloat for the rest of the season? Make North great again.
I'll
From
give you
North
one.
Melbourne.
What's his
Jesus.
positive?
They won the 3rd quarter.
Oof.
Sydney didn't kick a goal.
But then they gave away.
North kicked 1.
They don't have their pick.
They
don't have their pick.
It's another negative.
Oh,
Jai Simpson, the captain,
Yeah,
played
everyone
more
just
wing.
goes
Gave
very-
that up to get that
Jack
Whitlock.
Whitlock.
Yeah,
Jack
but
or one?
they-
There's 2.
I don't think it's Jack, is it?
Matt?
Need
There's
to
a
monitor
Matt
that.
And
Jack.
is it Jack the other one?
I think so.
I think you're making that up.
Yeah,
Check
it's
it.
Jack.
You check it. You got time. Jeez, it's hard. It is hard. Tim Lawrence, big canvas.
Sorry, just quickly, I'll give you one. Wardlaw had nearly
Yeah.
30. Wardlaw had nearly 30 in the 2s on the weekend, so he'll be back this week.
It's Matt and Jack. North Melbourne have
is
Matt.
Jack.
Port Adelaide have Jack.
Jack, that's right. Big canvas.
He had 10 disposals on the weekend.
Jack Matt.
This is from Tim Lawrence. In the completely hypothetical situation
Tim Lawrence.
where Locky Neill, okay, so Tim Lawrence, for some
Okay.
context, is Locky Neill's manager.
Right, okay.
I don't think this is the same Tim
All right,
Lawrence.
Tim Lawrence.
I think this is a person who has done their research. In the completely hypothetical situation where Locky Neill wants to finish his career in WA next year, which club would he play for and why? I would say, given my history with Locky Neill, it's dangerous for me to talk about anything.
I'm hearing something.
Have you got a history with Locky Neill?
In this hypothetical situation, I would say West Coast.
I'd say probably West Coast.
Sense,
probably West
right?
Coast.
And we talked. Someone asked about big bodies and.
Imagine how much cash Locky Neill could get at West Coast.
Well, that's the thing, right? He's got a year to go, I think.
But
next
also,
year.
end of next year, does Lockie start in the midfield with Sarong, Brayshaw, Hayden?
Well,
yeah,
probably not.
It's a
That's
tougher
the thing,
ask.
right? And so if you're West Coast and you're looking for someone to support Harley, there's no one better. And you could just go, hey, Lock, here's 5 years.
He's $1 billion.
We'll give you 5 years.
Yeah.
We know you'll be cooked by the 4th.
Yeah.
We don't care.
Coach.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm gonna watch this. That's not a random message. That's not a random message.
Tomorrow never comes. No comment. Tomorrow never comes. Random question. Would Freo have reached out to see if Wanganeen Miller would be an option?
Oh.
Yes, he's not from WA, but Freo has to be one of the best, if not the best clubs representing Indigenous players. Could be worth throwing the kitchen sink at, as that's probably one of our biggest weakness areas. Anyways, I was just curious about whether they don't even try, given the SA links. Look,
I just pictured that in my head and got half a stiffy.
Thanks, Rennie.
I haven't heard anything about Wanganeen, Miller and Fremantle, but geez, it would be nice.
What's the kitchen sink at Freo? What do they got?
They don't have
It's
enough.
not enough.
They don't have enough. No,
But and also, I did think on the weekend watching when it went McDonald to Ryan to Cox, and I think maybe Bailey Banfield got involved.
You need some better users down back.
Like Luke Ryan's been a fantastic.
if you were
player.
asking what is the perfect player for them, it's Wanganeen
Wanganeen Miller.
Oh,
But the problem is the kitchen sink is like a $2 million sink.
Yeah, they don't have that.
You know,
sink.
like they're just not going to get
They've
it.
got too many assets.
Scott, hey fellas, need Big Pepsi's gambling advice. Start of the season, put $45 multi on Cameron, Coleman, Ashcroft, Rising. Cameron Coleman,
Yeah.
Ashcroft Rising Star, Anderson Brownlow. Could cash out now for $1,600. However, if it comes through, it's $100K. What do I do?
Nah, you let it ride. You have to let that ride. Having said that, I reckon Curtin's going to go away with this Rising Star. We said he needed to play 2 good games,
Yeah, I think
and he's now into $2.50 favourite. Dan
Ashcroft,
Curtin.
Easy.
Yeah.
Ashcroft had his favourite now.
Yep.
Ashcroft had two goals, should have had 3.
2 and 20, I think it was. Yeah.
I think he's going to get there.
Oh, I think Curtin's running away with it.
We've had co-Rising Stars. Did we have once? Oh, no.
Can they
I'll
try
have a
that?
look.
Or was there a
Remember the
countback bullshit? Austin, Pepsi, Rinny, make sure after this Freo win, the tent man doesn't get ahead of himself.
Oh, too late.
Sam, how high did Rhino pitch his own tent after that glorious Freo win? Very good. Kalen just says Pat Voss with a question mark.
Yep.
Pat Voss. We gave
Been
Paddy
addressed.
a lot of love yesterday, didn't we? Blair, how turgid does Voss make X?
I was similar to what you were picturing, Naz, on the half-back line. So just quickly looking, I don't think there's been dual.
No, I don't think there has. NBA's had it. Pastor Mark, I think Spicy JL 2 weeks in a row is the best I've seen him.
Prickly.
Yeah, he's pretty.
Love a
He had
bit
to go
of
to the
prickle.
umpires.
Love a bit of
had to go
prickle.
Kingy.
And then Matt, as a follow-up about our man Pastor Mark, he said, is it Pastor Mark, as in a little picture of a church, or is it Pastor Mark,
the
as
food.
in pasta, bowl of pasta?
Oh.
We can confirm it is
It's the church
Pastoral,
version.
Man of the
the
cloth.
church
The
version.
church.
He's a man of the cloth. He is not the owner of a Lygon Street restaurant. Kelsey, are you boys in the Purple Pony Club? I think we
Yeah,
are.
I think
We're
we
card carrying members, I think, of the Purple Pony
It's the
Club.
old Pink Pony Club.
That's the
Yeah.
Vossi.
Yeah, I think we are. I think we are.
We're
Go to the academy.
One of us went early, really early.
He did go very
But before
early.
so anyone listening here that likes Vossi, I was 6 months early. Like, me and him had a child conceived and birthed before anyone even noticed that
Another
he was
one.
any good.
You were-
Another Tom Green in
You
10,
were
15 years.
too early on him.
Well, way too early.
We're going to find that audio.
He got dropped back to the 2s when I was still pumping him up.
Archie, can't help but notice the eerie similarities between Pavlich and Curtin. Back in the day, the Crows passed on a 17-year-old local talent, Matthew Pavlich, a decision that haunts them to this day. He went on to become a 6-time All-Australian, a dominant swingman in West Australian football royalty. Now, history might be repeating itself, but in reverse. This time, it's the WA clubs who let a local gem slip through. Neither West Coast nor Freo made a move for Curtin. That's not true. Leaving the door open for Adelaide to right a historic wrong and secure what might just be the final piece of their premiership puzzle. Imagine Rashudo, McLeod, Edwards, Goodwin, with Pavlich lining up at full forward. What could have been.
Big body mid, though.
Pav choosing to stay at Freo and not go to Adelaide is a massive what if. I've done this before. Adelaide probably wins a flag because they were right there And their one thing
There are a
was
few prelims in there at
they
stage.
were, and they needed a big key
I
forward.
went to the prelim at Amy Park, Adelaide v West Coast. But Adelaide were up by 4 goals at
They
half
should have
time.
won. Yeah,
I was at that game.
yeah. Put Pav in that
Clark
team.
and I flew over before my English exam in year 12.
Really? Together, just
Yeah.
you two.
And his daughter.
Wow.
Steph. Yeah.
There you go.
yeah,
so West
Curtin-
Coast did make a play.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Freo
tried
would
to
have been
trade
too
up.
far
They just-
out, wouldn't they?
the
But
draft-
I wouldn't have agreed with it. But
Jay, is Alex Neil-Bullen the best trade of the year?
He's been a very good piece.
He was very, I said quiet at the start of the year.
Yeah.
He plays a low impact role in
Yes.
terms of notability. But there's been a few good players.
what are some of the good ones then?
Oh,
The
geez.
trades this year.
Liam
Liam
Bates is going to win the Eagles
Liam Bates.
BNF.
The low bar.
Shea Bolton is going to be
Bolton's probably one, but you go.
Someone that
It's
drives-
funny though. Neil Bullen's price v what Shea Bolton's price was. Yeah, he bangs the buck. And
yeah, I suppose. Daniel Rioli has been
Yeah.
really good. John
Josh
Noble.
Battle. Josh Battle.
They've been okay. Brass and Battle.
Oh, they're
have been
free
okay.
agents.
Noble, really good.
Dan Houston.
Dan Houston hasn't fired, but he's playing a role, I guess. There's probably someone that we're forgetting that's really obvious.
Yeah, I've got the names up here. There's nothing really.
No, I was thinking Luke Kosh's.
Pete Ling, Daniel Parker, Bailey Smith.
Well, yeah, there you go.
That's the one. Connor, what do you do with the Gold Coast forward line? It's rubbish and can't keep up with how good their midfield is. Who would say no in this situation? Ben King and Jed Walter to Port Adelaide for Mitch Georgiades and some sort of pick. Happy to hear other trade solutions, but King and Walter do not fit at that club, period.
King and Walter for
King and Walter for
Georgiades.
Georgiades.
And a
No,
pick.
no, you're not
No.
doing that.
They wouldn't trade Walter for Georgiades.
I reckon Walter is going to be something. It's
Yeah,
just
no,
going to
they
take a
wouldn't.
while.
And Ben King's what, third in the
Well,
Coleman?
the problem, I identified this 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, there you go.
Their forward line is not
This
at
is
the
the
same
retweet.
point.
No, different ends. Yeah.
And King's there, yes, King kicks goals, but he's not enough.
Straight.
Honestly. So the Walter, Ethan Reed.
That full forward doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
The lead up out of the goal square.
Broncos bunch. Is it a great era for the skinny men of footy? Wangan
Yeah.
and Miller, Clark, Whitfield, Dale, Cameron. There's a few skinnies out there. You would have been good in this era.
Well, you're safe.
Yeah.
yeah,
Will
yeah.
Day, skinny.
Will Day. We need
Will
to
Day
see a bit
skinny?
more Will Day.
We do. Dean,
Fingers crossed.
yes or no? Essendon should play the Suns in round 24 and then Carlton as the last game of the year, given the Suns the best break pre-finals and TV rating for the dead rubber.
I'll flip them.
I reckon you're going to want.
Neither of those games you do.
No one's watching.
No one's watching.
No one's watching either.
People will watch it because it's the only game of football.
I'm
they
waiting
like.
now. I've circled around this.
They'll only
this
watch
theme.
it if like
The
Gold
men's
Coast are
game.
like ninth somehow
Yeah,
and
correct.
have to win.
Need to win, but it'll be done. They'll turn off at quarter time.
It'll be on
Yeah.
Wednesday too. Wednesday night, I reckon.
Is it gonna be
Rhino,
Wednesday night?
I
game?
think it'll be.
Rhino defending Essendon playing those primetime games. I'm going to leave him off the hook this week.
I agree there.
Oh no, but you
They
didn't.
shouldn't
That
be
day.
in there.
My DMs
I'm just
are
telling
like,
no. I'm
company
telling you
man.
Let's see the
why.
numbers.
Have you had a chat about being a team member or something? Oh,
He's all in on
I'm
7.
just telling you why. Okay, Fridge, is the freeze 4 stat the most useless stat in our game? Every week we have numpties that go to the freeze 4 count to determine if the game has been umpired fairly, or in one particular black and white team, determine if there wasn't an obvious bias towards them, until we can provide a count on free kicks that should have been paid but were conveniently missed or ignored. I don't see why we display the ones that are paid. It only provides half the story on how a game has been umpired. Stay cool, Fridge.
Stay cool, Fridge. I like
Great
that. No, I must admit, just because you've lost or won the umpire count, all the time you win the umpire count and the free kick count because you've been hard at the footy.
Matt, is Rhino back breaking stories? HR9, taste it, Tom Morris. Thank you, Matty.
Let me get Tom Morris's Twitter feed up and see what his last tweet is.
I think did he go in on the Harley stuff?
Some people did. Some
I saw a
some
bit
didn't
of-
credit me. Did you see the veteran
Oh yeah,
journalist thing?
veteran journalist.
Fox
because of the
Footy.
Greys.
Fox Footy did like a veteran journalist, Ryan Daniels. I was like, I've never been described as veteran journalist.
Welcome.
That's the first time.
Yeah, no, it's just looking
Trying to
for
find Tom
any
Morris
Tom.
as
Then he's just retweeting a lot of his footy stuff. There's no real stuff there to take the gloss off you.
Okay. All right, let's do conspiracies. It's from Jesse. All right. So I've always cut the Victorian media a bit of slack. I've nodded along through the endless Carlton hype trains. I've even pretended to care about Collingwood's January training drills. But over the past few weeks, especially during yesterday's game, I'm starting to think there's a blood pact to never say anything nice about Fremantle. Why is this? Did Sean McManus sleep with someone's auntie down there and forget to call her back or something? Take first crack yesterday. David King reckons Freo played well compared to the rubbish they've dished up the last 2 or 3 years. I mean, come on. That's a compliment wrapped in a drive-by. Zave, as a proud Freo hater yourself, help us out. Why does the Vic media treat the Dockers like a failed My Kitchen Rules contestant, completely invisible unless they stuff up? Asking for a friend who still owns a Clive Waterhouse badge.
I would say the narrative around me and Freo is out of line this year. Would you agree with that?
No, I think you are a
So
Freo.
we all took $3.20 yesterday?
I think you're a
We all
Freo
took
hater that has moved into the portion where you're now a Freo backer because if they win, you make money, and if they lose, you can still have a little chuckle to your little mates who are all Freo fans, and either way, you feel good.
No,
you have entered into that space.
No, incorrect. I actually like what they're doing.
You're not a
I'm
believer.
a fan. In terms of what was the actual last bit there?
Why
Vic people
does it happen?
Maybe because they've never. In all seriousness, maybe because they've never saluted. They've never been relevant really in September.
Yeah.
All right, we got one more conspiracy. Matthew, West Coast fan going into conspiracy territory and melting down. Congratulations, Pepsi, on the year of beer, and Big Grass on the multi.
Hey.
Well done.
There's a shout out. I understand that priority pick assistance is shit, but what year did North Melbourne get a free agency pick when the other Mackay went to Essendon? All we want is what North Melbourne got for finishing above us on the ladder that they didn't use to trade for Reed and tanked our second rounder to pick 30. All because Loza Kane went to the AFL after working at North Melbourne a couple of years before it all went down. Must be nice to tank a rebuild, then go work for the regulatory body and offer assistance for your f***ups. Very complicated, but definitely not compromised. Game on the weekend showed how far we are off the second worst team in the comp. Would take extra NGA spots or anything. Would even take list spots for the 3 blokes retiring from concussion in the last 5 years. Not much of a conspiracy. I suppose the Laura Kane part is...
I was going to say, we haven't heard much from Laura Kane recently.
And by the way, no, I do not agree with it. I just read out the questions. So if Laura Kane, if you're listening, I mean no disrespect. This is the opinion of an Eagles fan who's angry. So do you think that they should get a priority pick? I suppose is the question.
I don't think it's been a more deserving case. Take away the financials.
Give it to them.
Yeah, just give them something.
No, shouldn't be any.
Yeah.
There should never be any.
No. I'm with you. There shouldn't be any.
But
People
you've done
have
it,
had them.
so do it.
It's like the kid who's already had an ice cream during the day, and the next kid goes, "Well, he's had an ice cream." We'll just have an ice cream. And
Yeah,
shut
at
up.
this point, you know you shouldn't be giving the second kid the ice cream, but it's too late now.
One's already got one.
Yeah, and it's either all like.
But I just
Father
would love
Sons
to
Academy
see. I would just love to see the rebuild with the actual players that they should have taken.
It's not going to happen, mate.
Can
This
you go
episode,
back and do that exercise?
Nah.
This
but
episode is
Bo
brought
Allen's
to you-
running around the twos.
Are we ready?
No.
This episode is brought to you by Woodside Energy, a proud major sponsor of the Fremantle Football Club, supporting local footy from grassroots to greatness.
See you later in the week for the teams.